Your planet is now marked for death, for he is a universal force, as essential as the stars. I herald his beginning, I herald your end, I herald Galactus.
And a 1, and a 2, and a 3, and a 4. Welcome to Ranting again. You know us all. If you don't, look it up. Today we're going to be reviewing Fantastic Four First Steps. We just got out of the theater. Don't forget me, Smithy O'Brien. No relation to Conan O'Brien. That's a rammed-up motherfucker. Looks like a character from the Lazy Town. Since we don't have any props for Fantastic Four, I'm just going to sit here like this the whole time. So he thinks it's fantastic. What do you think?
I thought it was good. It wasn't my favorite Marvel thing ever, but you know, it was passable. I watched it. I thought it was enjoyable.
Yeah, you thought it was fantastic?
I thought it was fantastic.
One of my nitpicks about this was that it was way too serious. So I can see they tried to do a little humor. I don't think any of the humor really landed.
The humor was like hit or miss. I thought the funniest shit about it was like when Herbie was on screen half the time.
Yeah.
Herbie was hilarious for no reason.
What do you think about any humor? Did you like how serious it was?
I like that it went more in a serious direction. To me, Marvel humor always misses. I don't think I've laughed at a single Marvel joke since Phase 2.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's fair.
So
put my fingers down.
I enjoy when they go for a more serious route instead of just cramming in little quippy jokes into it.
The CGI, how was the CGI in it?
99% of the movie was incredible, and then like there was a small portion of the movie where I'm like, that looks kind of weird.
A few
That looks pretty
nitpicks here
weird.
and there. I'm
Yeah.
like, there was a pot with a baby. They don't look as bad as the Flash. There are a
Thank
couple of
God.
little...
Flash just looked uncanny.
What's that? What's that? What's that? What's that? That makes 4 subscribe buttons. Hit the subscribe button 4 times today.
If they click it 4 times, they're
They're
unsubscribed.
unsubscribed.
Subscribe,
Go.
unsubscribe,
Ooh, ooh,
subscribe, unsubscribe. Yeah, they're unsubscribing from the channel. Don't click it 4 times. 5 times.
5 times.
Five
A fantastic
Times for the
5.
baby, you know?
Fantastic 5.
You know who said subscribe 5 times, that prick? He's a 5-time piece of garbage. Chuck Norris, you bastard.
The movie looked great,
yeah.
but that's because the movie was mostly practical. Like, when Marvel, or any movie for that matter, uses practical effects, use CGI to enhance the practical, that is when a movie looks its best.
Galactus looked fucking awesome.
He looked...
Galactus was amazing.
He was awesome.
He was actually
He was
a
so
little
good.
terrifying.
I know, I know, I loved it. He was so, like,
He
formidable.
he wasn't like one of those villains that you see that I don't really care. I'm like, they didn't go with like his backstory or anything, but he, like, when they met him in the movie, I was like, oh shit.
I was very worried coming to this on how Galactus would look.
Yeah.
Because Marvel's recent CGI, I thought he would look like MODOK. Like the MODOK
God.
thing all over
Yeah.
again.
Whose face are you gonna put in there? You gonna put Kevin Feige's face on? Can you imagine Kevin Feige walking around with a Galactus
Especially
mask?
if Galactus' design is inherently goofy. So I'm glad that they managed to not MCU-fy the design too much.
MCU-fied.
But
That's a new
also,
word.
like, they kept it comic accurate, but they
Read
also
it.
enhanced upon it
Yeah.
rather than just keeping it, like, the basic pink and blue goofy looking look.
I know Marvel used to be really good at taking characters from the comics and like making them pretty grounded and like real looking, and we've kind of lost that since then. We've had some nice like comic accurate suits that they fit into the story, like recently Century,
Where they're like diluting the color a little bit, just enough to where it
and
doesn't
adding
look
more
goofy as hell.
Yeah, and adding actual texture and detail.
Yeah.
But the one exception I can give them is
Ooh.
Century.
Century looked awesome.
He had a clean, like, very
not going to-
textureless costume, but he looked good, but they made it work because that was supposed to be, it was like a show costume, you know,
Yeah.
they did that on purpose to make it,
Yeah.
like, his use for a company.
like Captain
Well,
America.
yeah, because
Exactly.
a lot of their suits they try to make look tactical, but he doesn't need a tactical suit because he's so
Exactly.
strong.
Well,
So it
Galactus'
works.
suit actually looked like some kind of space, something
Yeah.
from space
Because
he actually wear. Like,
exactly.
like he was some kind of an emperor or something, you know?
And the way they did it practically, the details on his practical suit were so small because they knew they designed it like a regular costume, it wouldn't look big. Millions of tiny little intricate like details on a suit to make it look huge when they blew it up.
Here's a better idea. You know who would be fun? Good idea to put in a Galactus suit, walk around
What?
the city? Danny DeVito. Yeah, another aspect of this movie I really liked, and I don't know if you guys agree. You watch other Fantastic Four movies, Reed Richards doesn't seem like he's smart at all. They just go maybe a little bit how smart he is. This guy, that's all he did. That's all he was doing, was writing on the board trying to figure shit out.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm like, almost like, can you do a little more than that? I think he was just doing a little too much. I want to see a little more action from him.
Yeah, that's fine, because he didn't really use his powers too much.
Yeah, it was fine.
It's like the last act, yeah.
Yeah.
I think he nailed the both intelligence scenes and the emotional scenes correctly, because it showed that he doesn't fully understand the others around him because his brain operates so quick, but like he's trying.
Johnny Storm's always going to be my favorite member of the Fantastic Four. I think he could have went a little harder on the women. I think they toned him down from the last couple.
They didn't
movies.
they showed that aspect of him, but they didn't really have time to go into that.
Yeah, I get it.
But
Sue Storm's
good.
fine. I loved how she portrayed being a mother. A lot of people would say she's the leader. No, she's not the leader. She's the mother.
I liked Ben a lot, I thought he was pretty good. I liked how they portrayed Johnny. They could have easily just went him being like the idiot of
They
the group,
usually
but
bring him
yeah.
down.
Yeah, he was smart. They were all
made him
smart.
smart. They actually made him seem like he would be an astronaut,
Exactly.
which I feel like they failed to do multiple times.
I forgot that. I forgot everything about that. And when I was watching this movie, I'm like, thank God they made all fucking four of them smart, not like the other movies, like where Reed Richards was the only smart one.
Exactly.
I'm so happy for this.
Exactly. In the other movies, they were all like they all had their own personalities, but only Reed was the only smart one. Like they actually show like these guys are fucking astronauts.
all four
Like
of
they
them.
deserve this shit.
They forget that Reed Richards is the smartest man in the world, just not the smart man of the group.
Exactly.
I'm not going to go into spoilers, but there's one scene.
Spoiler alert.
A little bit of spoiler.
Just go ahead. Man.
Like,
just shoot.
Johnny Storm did something. He transmitted something. I just want to say, if I was going to do that, I would have transmitted something totally different. You know what I would have transmitted? I like to move it, move it.
Yeah.
I like to move it, move it.
Many hours later.
That's what I would have did.
But yeah, he spent months trying to translate the language to English, and that was crazy.
Yeah. There's one part where Galactus has Reed Richards stretched out like a big bull booger. I couldn't.
I thought he was gonna like sling him off into space or something.
He just reminded me of a big bull booger.
I was kind of underwhelmed with how Reed Richards uses power. Like he only stretched him this much.
Well,
you know, and
he could have snapped him like a piece of glue.
I know, but I think this is the weakest iteration of his powers we've seen.
But his powers, those are his secondary powers. His real powers.
I know, but the thing is, I know that, but he was smart before he got his powers.
Yeah.
Right? So the fact that his stretchiness was kind of nerfed in this movie compared to other iterations we've seen is kind of underwhelming. You saw how far he stretched. Like, I've seen him stretch way, like, in the comics or in the old movies, bro could stretch around the entire building.
Have we seen any iteration of one Reed Richards other than stretch his arms?
Not really. I mean, in the first movie...
The first one, he
transformed into, like, a blanket to, like,
fighting.
engulf Doom, and then nothing crazy.
Yeah, I think I haven't watched the first one, the unreleased one. I haven't watched that yet. I have it. As far as I can tell, they only stretch his arms. I haven't watched it yet.
Since it's an older movie, they're not really doing much.
When we get to it, we'll get to it.
It is a hard power to like do.
I mean, you
good
could
in
turn
live
into,
action.
He can turn into any shape if he wanted. Why do you want to save these people? These people, maybe this is the pessimist coming out of me. Why do you want to save these people? You've done everything you can for all these people over the years you've been the Fantastic Four. You tell them that Galactus wants your kid, and they all turn on you like a bunch of pricks. It reminded me of The Mist. Remember The Mist?
Yeah.
The movie The Mist, where they want them to give the kid up.
I know, it sucks.
That actually made me mad.
I know, but think about it. If they came back and they didn't want to give up their kid and told you, yeah, you guys are pretty much all fucked, it made Sue mad too. She was pissed. The smartest man on the planet basically saying, I don't know.
We don't know what to...
That's
can't help
scary.
You, I get it.
That is scary. They came back, they thought the Fantastic Four had turned on them. Like, it goes both ways, you know?
I can't really say I wouldn't ask them to give up their baby because I'm not in that scenario.
Yeah.
I'm sure if I was in there and I was like, I could die in like a few months. I don't know that baby. That baby's not mine. I have no connection to it. Get rid of it.
Just make a new one.
That's one baby. You can make another.
The movie could have been longer. I would have changed the ending. I would have had the world destroyed and them escaping. Well,
because they edged us. They teased us. At the end of Thunderbolts, we saw the Excelsior coming in from Earth's atmosphere.
That makes me want to see Doomsday even more because I heard that scene from that is the first scene in Doomsday.
I hope
I want to see why they're coming.
Well, it's going to be like like a Infinity War situation where Ragnarok went directly into Infinity War, and then the end credit or the end of Ragnarok was Thanos. We didn't see Thanos at the end, but you know what I mean. Like we saw the Black Order ship pull up, and we got the idea. I feel like this is going to be the exact same thing. We see the final moments of what's going on, leading right into Doomsday. But yeah, Galactus should have ate the planet. It should have had a bad ending.
But other than that, it's fine. So it's going to be our wonderful review of Fantastic Four. First baby steps. I liked it. We all liked it.
I'm giving the movie a 4.
You giving it a 4?
No, 2 4s, so 8. I'm giving the movie an 8.
Okay, a 4.
No, I just wanted to give it a 4. No, I give the movie an 8.
I'd probably give it like a 7.
7?
The final act really brought it down a little bit for me.
You don't like the final act?
I
like the final
I feel like
act.
they nerfed Galactus really hard in this movie.
That just
As
shows
far
how
as
powerful. Huh?
I guess, but like, ugh. I know he's gonna be back, but also, I don't know, I feel like the final fight was a little underwhelming for me.
They didn't have to nerf Galactus.
That just shows you how strong fucking Sue Storm is. She is the strongest.
She is the strongest of them all. But they didn't have to nerf Galactus if they didn't nerf the Fantastic Four.
Yeah.
Because if Reed was able to use more of his powers, if Torch should have went supernova.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to give this wonderful film an 8. Some of the nitpicks I have, like, that could have been longer, like that. I would have changed the ending, but all in all, solid movie. I enjoyed it a lot. And that's going to be our wonderful review. Comic book movie reviews.
They're fantastic.
All right, good.
God.